So first we have to install Ruby. For installing Ruby in Ubuntu, we need to type apt-get install Ruby. So mine is already installed, so I can close this root -v. Mine is 2.5, is the latest version in Ubuntu. So let's try some code. Clear this up. For printing something, say 5 times, we need to do something like this. We can create Ruby text files, or we can directly execute Ruby commands from IRB, Interactive Ruby Shell. So let me first show you how to create text file and then execute some Ruby code. So 4 dot times 2 puts I love coding and I love coding. For printing it, we can do print I love coding. So it does like this. For printing it in different line, we can do something like this. So let's start with some basic commands, and since we are executing small commands, we can use the interactive Ruby shell. So let's start with some basic commands. For interactive Ruby shell, we have to type IRB. It opens the interactive Ruby shell. So let's try some addition. 4 plus 9, 13. It prints the output here. Let's try some basic subtractions. 2, 7 minus 9 minus 2, 5 into 12, 10. So 5, 3, 125 is for carat. 30 by 4, 7. 30 plus 4, 2. So these are some basic operations: addition, subtractions, multiplication, exponential, division and modulus. So if you want to print something, then it will be puts 4 into 10. So it is printing. Puts 7 minus 5 is printing 2. Let's try with some strings code. So code, let's try with the length module. It returns 4. Then code dot reverse. So it will reverse the code. So these are functions in Ruby. These are inbuilt functions which we can use to do our programming better and efficiently and fast. So let's print code 5 times. For that we need to add asterisk and then it will print 5 times. So these are string objects. Let's now try to reverse an integer object. So it's not reversing any integer object. For reversing an integer object, we need to first convert it in a string to string. So 2s converts integer to string. So it is converting it into string. Then we can reverse it. So it is reversing, it is getting reversed. Now let's try some list. So lists are like arrays in Ruby. Here's a list. Let's find out the maximum from the list. We can use the up arrow key or down arrow key to access the last command that we have executed. It's 89 is the max. Similarly, we can find the minimum. 12 is the minimum. Now we can define variables. Var equal to 5, 7, 8, 9. Var puts var. So it is printing the var. If we want to sort the variable, var.sort. If we want to sort a list, you can use something like this or something like this. It's sort is a method. If we use an exclamation mark, that doesn't matter so much. We can also access the array elements. So the indexing starts from 0. Var of 3, 9. So these are some basic commands in Ruby.